Ganganapate Nama. We are very happy that central government has taken all the interest in organizing Kashi Tamil Sangam 2025. It is the third year that such a sangam is taking place. However, this year's theme is Rishi Agastya. Agastya made great contributions in the formation of our culture. Apart from that, his contribution to the language, his contribution to medicine, virtually unparalleled. Now, coming to Indian system of medicine, there are mainly two types of schools of medicine. One is Ayurveda, another is Siddha. Ayurveda, there are several rishis who have actually formulated the Ayurvedic medicines and their different forms, like Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is being identified with the Lord Vishnu. Apart from that, Sushruta, Charaka, and lot of other rishis also contributed to Ayurveda. As it is being mentioned in the very name Ayurveda, the Veda, it is Apaurushaya, something which was already there in the atmosphere. The rishis, out of their sadhana, they could gather the information and formulate the books in the form of Nigantu, Samhitas, etc. Coming to Siddha, there may not be much difference, but the very word Siddha itself means something else. Now, for Siddhas, all these Vidyas originally given by Lord Shiva himself. As the word Siddha itself gives the meaning, an ordinary person out of his sadhana, he rises to the level of creator and identifies himself with the creation. Let us see what Lord Subramanya, who is also being considered as a guru of Siddhas, has said about this. In the book on history of medical and spiritual science of Siddhas, page number 7, there's a saying of Lord Subramanya in Suta Jnanam. He says, by increasing wisdom, knowing the secrets of creation, the Siddhas merge with the Creator. When they are in their body and merge with the true Shiva, when they abandon their body as such, will live in the cosmos, witnessing the magic of the creation. Once someone attains the status with Siddha, he will be one with the Creator. He will have all access to creation. In Ayurveda, the basic approach by Ayurvedic doctor is, in treating the patient, is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. But for a Siddha, what is important is Panchabhutas and their effect on the bodies. Now that is being classified as earth, water, fire, air and sky. Now they relate hair, skin, bone, flesh and vein with earth, blood, marrow, urine, brain and sperm with water, fear, anger, laziness, sleep, sexual urge, appetite with fire, sitting, running, walking, lying and standing with the air, lust, vengeance, um, miserline, greed, and ego with the sky. Whenever the problem comes in a particular individual, it must be one of those problems. Then they will relate to these five elements of Manchabhuta. Accordingly, the treatment will start. Now, in Agastya, Darka Sathiram Kavyam has said, everything is made of Panchabhutas. The human being you move with, the angels that guard you, the gods that you worship, the secret objects of the great saints, the sacred sounds that you chant, the sky and celestial bodies, everything is produced by Panchabhutas. Now, with this particular theory, the medicines were prepared with the due involvement of invoking a particular spirit through mantras. Now, in a Siddha system of medicine, mantra has got a more importance than probably from that of the Ayurvedic medicine. In Ayurveda also, mantra is very much needed while formulating the combination of the medicines. But in the case of Siddhas, the emphasis will be more for such a kind of spiritual aspect of preparation of the medicine. That is why, for us to rejuvenate the Siddha Vidya, more than the modern type of hospitals, what we need is the real sadhakas who can take up the cause of Siddha medicine by deep study of the literatures of Siddhas. Now, for example, Agastya has composed hundreds of books on various branches of medical science. One has to deeply study that. Mere study will take us nowhere. What is needed is there should be systematic study of the mantras taught by Agastya and other Siddhas relating to each aspect of the drawing energy pertaining to Panchabhutas. Energy drawing has got a very great relevance in the Siddha type of treatment. That's why in Tamil Nadu, if we go, most of the Siddha practitioners, they are spiritual persons. A genuine Siddha practitioner will have his their place of administering medicine somewhere near a hill or by the side of a river where they will be in a position to draw energies. So, now we have to understand the concept of Siddha medicine before actually proceeding to bring them to the modern hospitals. Now, no doubt, in the modern day type of treatment, we cannot actually ask our students to go to the forest and meditate there and prepare medicines. However, the spiritual practice can be done from anywhere. So, what has to be taught to the student that they will become the world beaters. They will become one with the Creator and creation, provided they make sadhana in a systematic way in which it is being taught by the Siddhas, primarily by Sri Agastya. Agastya, in Perunul Kavyam, has given lot of inputs regarding this Siddha medicine. Siddha medicine has got amazing qualities. It can be used even in the war field. Agastya says, during Rama Ravana war, this medicine had been applied to the bodies of Rama and Lakshmana to make them invisible for their opponents and also to confuse the opponents. So Vashyam is the another Vidya which Agastya says which is quite essential in treating the patients. Now we have got anesthesia. In ancient time, what the Siddhas used to do while operating the patients, just visualize it. You will definitely understand that the marma treatments used to virtually disconnect our mind with that particular part of the body. So also the Vashyam Vidya. These are the types of Vidyas. Even now they are relevant because we know the cost of the various things like administering anesthesia to the ordinary patients. And Agastya also tells about the Nadi Pariksha. A patient can be examined through his Nadi. Now, if someone achieves a real mastery of mastery over the subject, then definitely all this cost relating to diagnosis can also be brought down. And Agastya says there are a lot of relations between the souls of our ancestors, particularly the one of our family and our present status, because according to Siddhas, the soul has the ability to speak, the soul has visual ability, the soul has family responsibility, the soul has literary skill. So it's a very interesting to note that when a patient enters the yard of a Siddha doctor, he will have to visualize his personality. If there are doshas coming from Pitrus, it is necessary for the patient to get the grace also. However, how to get the grace? All these things are being given in the literature of Siddhas relating to the treatment of the patients. So it is a combination of lifting a person spiritually and also giving the medicine to his body. This is the one of the things that really requires the attention of the world. And apart from that, recently our Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu has stated that Tamil people were the pioneers in this metallurgy. If we go through the contents of the Agastya's book on this medicine, particularly Paripurnam, there he explains the effect of the metals. In one of his poems, he said that I'll explain to you, my beloved disciples, the 5 prominent metals in nature. Iron represents the earth, the creator. Copper represents the water, the ever-flowing. Gold represents the fire, the truth behind life. Zinc represents the air, the penetrating force. Mercury represents the sky, the omnipresent. They aforesaid 5 mixed together, coalesced and became the mentor, the Brahman. Let us see the creative powers through metals is also being studied. There was an in-depth research over that before making such a declaration by the rishis. Now we have to see how the Agastya had established its connectivity with the features of each plant. If you go to Chennai, there is a temple called Marundeshwara. There Agastya meditates and gets himself connected with each of the plant with the blessing of Lord Shiva, and he could interact, make anusandhanam with each of the plant. Their features can be gone in, and then he composed the medicinal text. So these are the primary things which we will have to make our students to understand it. Mere studying of the book that itself is not sufficient. Siddha system is really related to spiritual sadhana as well as the medicinal part to our human body. Agastya has taken care of all these things. So far as body is concerned, he has given the medicines. However, mind and body has got great relationship. For mind, he has given the yogam. Through yoga, one can control his mind. If mind becomes pure, later on, whatever medicines that he is taking to his bodily problem, that will also have a very good effect on it. Then once your mind is under control, your body is being brought to a proper position, then you may have an external enemy. Kashi has given us Vidya like Kaniri Pai to defend ourselves. All these social and individual aspects are being looked after by Agastya. So these are the things now we will have to present before the modern generation. Definitely, Agastya is one of the greatest scientists ever born in this world. That has to be told to the people in a very profound manner. Now, while writing the Pernul Kavyam, which is one of the biggest poems, probably it was written after Dwapara and in the early part of Kali Yuga, maybe 3500 years ago, because in Agastya in the Pernul Kavyam refers about flooding of the South Madurai. In South Madurai, we have got a lot of excavations, like from Kiradi to Shivaganga. The excavations reveal about the hidden townships, but buried in the flood long ago, probably 3500 to 4000 years ago. So this relates to the writings of Agastya in Pernul Kavyam. In Pernul Kavyam, there are a lot of inputs that are being given about the Siddha medicine. There Agastya says, I could not reveal this secrets to the world because Ashwini Devatas were not agreeing. And after praying them with folded hand for crores of times, I took their permission and I am giving this. Now, why is that Ashwini Devatas were reluctant to give the permission? We have to visualize it. Because there may be a Vidya that has been that had been given to the Siddhas by Ashwini Devatas, like making a person deathless, which will create total problem in very nature itself. So there may be things like that. So Agastya, out of the compassion to the humanity, has given this world, this great book. So it is a time for us to take a serious note of the concept of Siddhas and relift it. Now the need of the hour is to translate all these Siddha medicinal books which are in the ancient Tamil to English and other regional languages. I congratulate the government for having taken the initiative. CICT, Central Institute of Tamil Classical, is also playing a very major role in getting it translated. I request, in the interest of the entire humanity, the need of the hour is to get this verse translated and initiate the Siddha medicine system to the persons who are really earnest to serve the humanity. Thank you.